When you are blowing out your sprinklers, the first thing you need to locate is the main shutoff, and the shutoff for your sprinklers. It's usually a valve looking similar to this. You would turn that when it goes in line, when that valve is in, that handle is in line with the pipe, that means it's open. When it's against the length of the pipe, direction of the pipe, then it is closed. So the first thing you would do is shut this valve off. There, that valve is shut, and that is the first step for blowing out your sprinkler system and preparing yourself for winter. Getting good. Go on me. Okay. I'm going to hook up the pressure hose. This is your sprinkler system. You want to come here, set it to manual start, and make sure you're on the right zone. So zone A. Manual start will start zone 1, station 1. Okay, all right. Okay, this is the valve to open to let the air pressure into the line. And that air pressure will blow the residue water out of the sprinkler system. Let that run until it just blows air. And make sure you check all of the heads. And keep the pressure on until you're just blowing air out of each one of the sprinkler heads. Okay. Now what you need to do is go back in and start your next zone. Oh. Okay, advanced. Okay, now station 2, and it should automatically pop up station 2. Again, watch the station until you're just blowing air out. Okay, once you have that done, I'm going to close this valve off. Disconnect your hose and your compressor, and all the blowing out is basically done. As far as a compressor, I recommend you get, let's see, sure the rating on this. I'll find out the rating on this. If you get too small of a compressor, it doesn't build up enough pressure, and it works, but it's just a longer process. It's worth it if you don't own a compressor this size. It's worthwhile. It's worth it to rent. For 4 hours, you can rent one like this for $25. It's worth it. Okay. Okay. Once that valve is shut off, to remove your fitting. And the fitting, you have to make sure that you have the correct fitting for the compressor that you have. And if you rent it, they'll give you one to use that fits this particular. Just bleeding the pressure off the line if you need to. And run all the water out here, from here throughout the whole system. There's one more step you have to do, which is important and is quite often forgotten. So we'll run into the house and take care of this final step. So get yourself a pitcher, because you're going to need to catch some water in this last step. Okay, we're in production here. Go back down to your main shut off. You have already cleared out the line. This valve is shut off, but you still have water in the line from the apparatus outside into here. So this line is still, that water is still subject to freeze. So there's a bleed off valve here. You need to bleed this off, and that's your final step. So it's simply you unscrew it, and then the water will come out. Be prepared to get a little wet, and it will drain off the last bit of water in the line. Just remember this part of the process, because if you don't do this, you're still going to have a freeze problem in your line and possibly a significant water damage. Okay, once it stops, replace your reader cap, and that is it.